Not had much of a year, the Cowboys. Let's go to Jason in Scranton. Nice to have you on the show. Jason, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you, Jim?
Doing
I'm
great.
a big fan. Hell of a show today and a hell of a show yesterday with Dave and Jason on.
Jason, how are you?
You've been saying that it was Tony Socia from the Angels that won the Manager of the Year. Wasn't his name Mike Socia?
No, Tony Socia. Used to be a catcher for the Dodgers and is now the manager of the Angels. T. Socia. Tony.
I thought it was Mike Socia because he used to live up in Upper Darby.
No, different guy, different Mike Socia. This is Tony Socia.
Yeah, he used to also be a catcher for the Dodgers.
Exactly, Tony Socia, right. So we have the right guy, but you have the wrong name.
I could have swore it was Mike Socia, though.
No. Jason, you remember the guy, big guy, used to block the play for the Dodgers? Remember guys used to bounce off him? Exactly, number 14.
His name was Mike Socia.
No, Tony Socia.
I'm telling you, Jim. I mean, I'm a big fan and everything.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate you listening. I don't want to insult you, but you're wrong. You are wrong. It's Tony Socia. I mean, no offense, Jay, but who does this for a living, me or you? And I don't want to crack on a guy who just told me that he likes the show and respects me, but no, it's Tony Socia. And you're a good guy, Jason. You're a good guy, but in this case, you're incorrect. Mike LaRussa, Tony Socia. Hell, I grew up in Los Angeles as a Dodger fan. I think I know the guy. No, screw the huge call. We got to take care of this. Tony came on, the last word, a couple of times during the playoffs. He comes on this show a couple of times a year. I'm a native Southern Californian. I grew up watching the Dodgers play. Was actually a fan of the Dodgers before I started doing this. So I understand where you're coming from, Jason, but you're wrong. Tony Socia. Everybody knows it. And that's a given. I don't mean to bang you over the head with that, but, I mean, this is my job. I know, right? Frankly, more than you. It's my job. And I don't mean to be belligerent, but it's just when a guy calls me up and says you're wrong when I know I'm not, it kind of gets me fired up a little bit. Look, I'm the first guy to admit that I'm wrong when I'm wrong, and I have been wrong and probably will be wrong again. But not in this case, I'm not. I was watching ESPN News, and they named Mike LaRussa as Manager of the Year in the National League. My response to that was absolutely he should be, as should Tony Socia in the American League. And I stand by that statement. And I know I'm right when I'm right, and I know I'm wrong when I'm wrong, and I'm not wrong. Dear Rome, where did that guy come from? Bill in Syracuse. Dear Jim, did Bill from Syracuse move to Scranton? Dear Rome, I'm about to pee my pants. Dear Rome, what? This guy can't be serious. There is no huge call, but if there had been, it would have been brought to you by Radio Shack. A Radio Shack RC car deserves the...